We get a lot of homes that are designed on estates, and most of the estates have got reasonably stringent guidelines about style, orientation many times, building setbacks, height restrictions. What happens many times if architects are not careful is that when you're driving down the street, most of the residences kind of have a very same design style, which are facing in the same direction. All the garages are facing onto the road. They're all square to the road. The entrances are placed in a certain position. So it forms a very monotonous type of design flow down the road, because the architects are not always original in thinking about how to solve the problem, or they might not even identify the problem. In this particular one, we wanted to do something that was a bit different. So we actually orientated the garages. Instead of creating it flush onto the road, we actually angled the garages so that they are actually facing slightly towards each other at a slight oblique angle, which actually emphasizes the corners of the garage, because they actually pop up towards you. So we did floating slabs in those areas, which we have tapered so that it emphasizes that obliqueness of that view, and actually emphasizes the fact that the garages are not orientated directly to the street. And then centered to that, we have done the entrance hall, which is a 1.5 volume. And once again, we have brought that taper in to actually give that very slender look to the slab. So the slab actually from the road looks very slender, it looks super slender. And because we've done that at a 1.5 volume, it actually increases the gap between the current roof and that volume that we've created, and it creates a very open and cantilever floating style entrance slab, which looks very unique when we enter. So we've seen that you guys like the fire pits and what we've done with the fire pit. In this one, we've introduced quite a unique idea as well. So because the fire pit actually steps down, we generally like to call it below ground, so that when you're sitting down, your head actually will be level with the ground. And we've positioned this adjoining to the swimming pool, so that from the swimming pool there is a glass window between the swimming pool and the fire pit, so that when you're in the fire pit, you actually have a unique view directly into the swimming pool at that point, which obviously at night will have lights and things in it, so it'll look absolutely beautiful. In this particular design, the client wanted a resort type feel swimming pool, so we actually did a beach entry swimming pool. The swimming pool is quite long to actually accommodate this feature, and there are actually lounges that we have put into the beach entry section, so you can actually laze in the pool in this section. And then adjoining to that, because the pool is actually abutting onto the residence, there is a water feature that actually falls from the first floor level down into the swimming pool at this point. So it creates a very unique atmosphere in this particular scenario. This home is currently in construction, and once again, as one goes through the process of designing the home and then executing that home on site, the client obviously gets to inspect and visit that particular project, or which is his own home. And then certain changes sometimes get executed or requested by the client in order to accommodate for either changing needs or an opportunity that they see to do something. So in this home, we have got an atrium which is designed as you enter the home. And the client actually requested whether we could put a roof over that section and convert that into an additional lounge in that space. So that is definitely possible, and we have actually done the before and after images which we will include for you, where you can actually see what that space looked like before as a garden area, and now the transition of that space actually to what the client requests now to be a lounge in that space as well. Both options are workable, and obviously as one moves through the project, it's actually accommodating the client's needs and actually making the best of that situation as you are trying to work within the scope of the design that is already executed. In a lot of the designs that we do, the main bedroom actually becomes almost like the second living area for the homeowner. And we spend a lot of design energy in the main bedroom in order to create like a separate lounge that can be utilized in that space. We have a coffee station, obviously the main bedroom, and how you separate the elements but still use them in conjunction with each other. And then in this room, we've got like a his and hers dressing room set up, where both of the homeowners can then have each their own dressing room. Although they are within the same space, it is identified as two different spaces. And then the bathroom, we have done the same thing as well, where we split the bathroom to become a his and hers setup. And most of our upmarket clientele nowadays are starting to look for this type of design element, where they can have their own space within the bathroom, where they don't necessarily have to share that space with their partner. This home is situated on a golf course, so what we try and do is to get the bedrooms to have access and also views over that section. So in this particular case, we've got some nice, very long balconies, which are not very wide, but it's just to be able to accommodate maybe a couch or just two chairs on that area, so that one can overlook that area. So the windows open up completely onto that. One will then overlook your swimming pool area, which is below you, and have the distant view over the golf course. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one.